Shorty bad, slim, thick. She might drug, she might fix. And I'm all up in her mix. She be mixing with the wrist. She the plug, she finesse. She the one that...
What's up, YouTubers? It's Felicia, and I'm back here again with another video. Before we get started, let me show you guys what happened to me while I was making this video. Alright, back to business. So this is a Flexi Rod tutorial. I had a really popular video almost a year ago, and I think this one came out way better than the last time. So I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys again. So I started on wet hair, and I put in oil in my scalp. My hair was washed first, and then I oiled my scalp, and then I used Jamaican black castor oil to moisturize each section that I have here. And then I just do this until I'm done. Once I'm done with getting all the moisture in my hair, I section it off into small sections within the 4 big ones, and I just wet it again, and then I used those flexi rods. As you've seen, I used 40 or 59 of them, and then I am going to be using the Cantu Twist and Lock gel and also the Bounce Curl gel, because this is a really light gel, and I feel like it didn't work for my wash and go because it just did not give me a strong enough hold. But because I don't want too much of a crunchy hold with this, I decided to use it for this look. So then, as you see right there, that's about the size of each section will be all over my head. It's pretty small. It looks like a lot of hair because I have a lot of hair follicles all over my head, but the section is pretty small. There's going to be about 3 in the back, and then from here, what I do with the Flexi Rod is I roll it. You can't really see it right there, but I think I'll show you a little bit. I roll it up a little bit, like a regular, and then as I get past the ends being locked, I twist around the rod. I don't know how else to really explain it, but as you can see here, you're just winding your hair around it, so you're more so keeping your hair on the rod versus your own hair. And then when you get kind of close to the top, you can kind of roll it up regular and then just bend it over so you have a complete lock. So when you do it this way, it takes some time to get used to by rolling it up the way that I just showed you, because it's not a standard way where you just easily just roll one after another until you get to the top. The twisting around kind of makes it a little more difficult, especially when you have a lot more of them in your head. It becomes harder to just twist around. So I'm showing you again in regular speed because the rest of the video will be in a higher speed just for the sake of time. So you twist around, and then also you have to make sure to get all those little hairs in there because those will just be left hanging out, and because they're under my head, I probably really don't care too much if they get in or not, but I was trying, as you can see. So I do this until I get to the very top, and then when you get like where you cannot twist anymore, it's okay, like I said before, to just roll it regular, because it's gonna get harder to do at the top. And then you just do that, and it's also nice because it's not too tight at the root, so it's not pulling your head down. And as you can see, that one is coming out, and so I'm pretty sure by the end of the tutorial I took that one out and redid it, but I didn't want to do it right now. Here you can see how I roll up the ends a little bit like that. You just roll and then you start to twist. As you've seen in the bag, there are all sizes of these rollers. I particularly like the orange ones because they're not too small, but they're not too big. The gray ones are bigger than the orange, and then as you get to the end of the video, you'll see I use the red and blue ones towards the front of my head, which are smaller and will give me a more tighter curl. You guys can see I'm pretty much done, and by this time I've gotten the hang of rolling up, so everything started to move much faster now that I've gotten them all in. You know, we kind of look like crazy monsters. I think most of us girls probably look like this on Sundays or whatever day is your hair day. We're looking crazy like this. So I'm almost done, and then I'm just going to let it air dry as much as possible until I feel like they're all dry. Here we are with them taken out. I did not film taking them out because all I did was unravel them carefully as much as possible. These are completely dry. I did sit under a dryer, and I also used a hand blow dryer because the back was not getting dry. I would say it was about 6 to 8 hours air drying, and then because I did not want to sleep on them, I decided to use the dryer, and it took about another hour or two. So I'm using oil now, and this is just a concoction that I made of all the oils I have in my house. I'm using oil to separate them to reduce frizz, and as you can see, I'm just going with the natural flow of how they break up. So I'm not trying to make my own parts in them, but I kind of shake them and feel where the gap is forming, and then from there I'll just pull them apart. So I do this all over my head until they're all done, and some of them are frizzy because they're bigger than others, but I thought it was going to be a horrible turnout until I started getting towards the top, and you know, all the back gets covered. So yeah, it started to go great. Continue watching to see the final look. So here we are, completely done. Once you're done, you're gonna keep filling around to feel if you missed any, and there's gonna be a couple that you miss every time you're done with a hairstyle. So I use my wide tooth comb to kind of pick it out, but I did not want to pick it too much because I felt like I wanted the curls to last longer, and I have tremendous frizz no matter what I do, so I wasn't trying to create more. So yeah, see there, I just found another one that I could separate, and you know, you could go to town separating stuff because it becomes fun, but you don't want to do that too much on the first day because you don't want that frizz and you don't want to ruin your hairstyle in 1 or 2 days when it could last a couple. I would say I left this in for about a week. I ended up pinning it up or wrapping it up or doing other things, but this is the final look, and I absolutely love it. I love it so much. I think it came out great. I did bobby pin my bangs back a little bit because they were too long, but I hope you guys liked it, and let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you have any questions, or let me know if you try it. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.